presenting a British Naval Bicorn Hat for a British naval officer, circa the interwar period, or World War I to be more precise. While widely worn as part of the full dress for officers of most world navies, this type of headwear has ceased to be worn. This particular bicorn has a king's crown button, as King George V was on the throne in World War I. The bicorn was widely worn until World War I as part of the full dress of officers of most of the world's navies. It survived to a more limited extent between the wars for wear by senior officers in the British, American, French, Japanese and other navies until World War II, but now has almost disappeared, which is a shame as it is a truly beautiful piece of uniform. The bicorn, or two-cornered, or horned, or twi-corn, is a historical form of hat widely adopted in the 1790s as an item of uniform by European and American military officers. It is now most mainly associated with Napoleon Bonaparte. Worn in the side-to-side style during the 1790s, post-Napoleonic period, the bicorn was normally seen fore and aft in most armies and navies. From about 1800 onwards during the Napoleonic Wars, this change in style coincided with the flattening out of the pronounced front peak on the original headdress. Most generals and staff officers of the Napoleonic period wore bicorns, and it was widely worn until around 1914. The bicorn descended from the tricorn, but the black-coloured bicorn originally had a rather broad brim, and the front and rear halves were turned up and pinned together. The shorter front brim was called the cock, hence the name cocked hat was coined. This kind of bicorn eventually became known in the English language as the cocked hat, although to this day in the French language it is still known as the bicorn. Over the years, the hat became more triangular in shape, its ends became more pointed, and it was worn with the cockade on the right side. The longer rear brim was termed the fan, forming a semi-circular fan shape. Some forms of bicorn were designed to be folded flat so they could be conveniently tucked under the arm when not being worn.